Hey guys, welcome to another CaribAthon video. This is Comfy Cozy Up, and hopefully you guys watch previous video because one of these books gonna make sense. Anyway, I'm far in. I'm deeper than I thought I would be. I'm 100 page in. I'm actually on 103, and I don't want to read it that fast because I want to slow read it up until the live show, which we haven't announced yet, but we will announce soon. It is different in terms of how the past and present is written in the storyline, and there's like bits and pieces of things that are like told. And one of the things that about this is one particular character in this was a child when she was removed from her mother and trying to leave Venezuela. And so now she's older and she wants to go back and find out what happened to her mother. But this story really digs in a lot of things that are kind of brutal. So this story is it's a bit dark. But it also has this magical realism in terms of spirits and the past, intertwined in this. Don't know where it's going, but it's a page turner for me. I was a little surprised I got this far in the book because I really was like, oh, I'm going to read it slow. But I don't want to finish it yet because I want it to be fresh before the live show, that kind of deal. Then I did the last video you guys saw. I said I was going to read this for the summer read. Y'all, I cracked the pages and I read a couple of chapters. The chapters are short. This is a chunky read that's not going to feel like a chunky read only because the chapters are short. I picked it up last night just so I can say, let me just crack it open. And I read about 36 page before I went to sleep. That says a lot. So with that, yeah, it got my attention. I just wish it wasn't so chunky in my. The thing is, it's chunky in terms of how the width. But if it was like a tad bit wider, I don't think it would have been this. That's how I'm looking at it. But it is 500 something pages, right? Yeah. Boise. What I liked is how the story started. The man dead, and then you're just gonna find out his life, his bad behavior, and all these women who are connected to him. That's what you get. And then also, when it was dying, the man claiming he's innocent. Is he? Or his bad behavior is what caught up to him. That's what I'm getting from this. This is definitely got my attention. So, what I'm bringing to work with me, I'm going to bring this book. Only because it's a short story collection. And I want to start reading the stories. And because they're not connected, it's going to be easy for me to get through this book. Because read one story, put it down. I don't have to worry about the other ones because they're not going to be connected. So, I'm going to read Trinidad Noir. So I'm going to bring this with me at work and try to read at least one story, maybe two. Depends on my break. And that's the goal for today. And this is the bag I'm bringing with me. Now I'm going to show you the skirt. I'm going to do a little side slip. This skirt is what I am loving to do at the moment. So I've been doing pattern making. Hold on. So I got this book maybe 2 years ago. This is a book my brother got me for my birthday 2 years ago, right? And I knew it was good because the review was good. And I saw this one guy, I don't remember his name. He's well known on Instagram. And he talked about this book. And so I said to my brother, I want this book. So I've been trying to learn how to do pattern, draft my own pattern, and not necessarily always buying a pattern. Now I'm always going to buy a pattern because I don't think I'm ever going to be on that level where I'm not going to want to buy a pattern, that kind of deal. But I want to be able to make a pants, skirt, even a dress, that I am envisioning in my head without having to find a pattern that matches what I'm thinking. I do know how to hack, so I do have a lot of pattern. I have this one pants pattern that I've hacked so many times and be able to do a lot. I also have made tops from one pattern that I just hacked, and I've been able to make different tops with it of my own. So that's always going to happen. But what I liked is I'm able to measure myself and get some paper and put down the measurement and do the math and create my own. That's where I want to be at, and I'm slowly getting there in terms of making basic skirts, and I'm going to start venturing into the pants. If I could make a pants that's going to fit me perfectly, that is going to be my true size, that would be it for me. So this book is amazing. It is so good. I mean, this is what I was able to do with the skirt, the pencil skirt. So I did make pencil skirt, and which I will show. And so now I have a skirt that is just where I can hack it and do a lot of things with it. I also did the pencil skirt, which is I forgot what page of pencil skirt is on. The circle skirt, sorry. Alright, so this is. So then you have the circle skirt, which is what I am wearing. So the skirt I'm wearing, I was able to draft it from my measurement. And another thing I was able to do is I ran out of fabric. I didn't have enough fabric. This was left over from the set that I made. And so I was able to patchwork it and be able to get 3 tiers. So it's 3 tiers and a waistband. So not waistband, sorry, interfacing inside, but there's 3 tiers. So that's how I was able to get the skirt done. So yeah, I'm here for that. And then I did a little bit of shopping. So Simplicity had a sale, and I wanted to work on some summer stuff, but I really bought it for this first one I'm showing you. This and 2 other ones that I really wanted. So there's about 4 patterns I really wanted, but they had sale, so I got more stuff. So I got a lot of Vogue, mostly Vogue, and this is what I want to make for this event I want to go to. This is going to be something I'm going to have to work on, because the bodice here is not going to be perfect for this. So I'm going to have to draft the top and resize it to fit me. The next is this dress, and I'm going to show you what fabric I'm going to be using for this, because I got this. I've been wanting to make these pants so bad, and I was going to hack my pants pattern to make the top, to make that V top part. But then I said, you know what, I saw it, it's on sale, let me get it. But you can see the V in the, I love these pants, and I feel like I will wear the heck out of them. Then I got this classic 1986 skirt. You guys know I love my retro, the vintage pattern. I also got this because I can do it for summer and I can do it for winter, because you can do cotton, or in when it gets cold, leather. So yeah. I also got this set. I'm obsessed with set these days, guys. Obsessed. So this is a set that I cannot wait to get into. This one, I like everything, the top and the bottom. This is one of those, I feel like, pattern you cannot go wrong with. There is so many variation of shorts, pants, different length. It's just great to have in my collection. And then we have this basic top that I'm probably going to make a whole lot of it. You're just going to be sick of me with this top. This is perfect for work. This is another set that I don't think I'm going to make the skirt, to be honest, but the top and the pants, yes. This one is a shirt, and I do know how to make button-up shirts. I've made so many of them, but what I liked is the hidden button. I have not been able to do I can't even say it, y'all know what I mean. I have not been able to make it. I've seen it where you're just making extending out the part that you fold, but this one I just was like, you know what, it's on sale, let me get it, and it has the style I want. So I want to make C, which is a shorter version, but look how the hidden buttons. So yeah, and it's gonna be interesting because I know it's in the book. I know it's in the pattern book, but I'm not there yet. This jumpsuit is a must. As soon as I saw this jumpsuit, I said yes. Is it gonna be a lot of work? Yes. Is it basic? Yes, but the detail is where the work is gonna be, and I want to wear this to a barbecue coming up in denim. So I don't know if you can see the detail in the waistline area. So I want to make the short version of it, but I also want to do the long version, but I'm going to do the short version first, and I think it's just going to be cute for a barbecue in denim. And then this one I'm probably going to make this weekend. I already have the fabric I want to use. But this is like another everyday dress. Like I feel like I will wear it a lot. I thought about making the short version, but I really want to make the long version as well, because I just love this kind of flowy long version dress in the summertime. So that is from Mimi G. And both are going to be made, let's be honest with you. But I just feel like the long version in like maybe a nice color or white, I will wear a lot of. Then I've been trying to use up my fabric that I have, but the thing is I have mainly knit fabric, and I'm not a knit fabric in the summertime. I prefer cotton. It is warm. I want things that's just gonna breathe better and keep me cooler. So I don't wear a lot of knit in the summertime, besides a t-shirt. That is far as it's gonna go, but everything else it needs to be cotton. So I went and got cotton. So let me show you what I got. So first I went and got lightweight denim. So this is where the jumpsuit and the other pants is gonna happen. They shocked the heck out of me at my local fabric store, because they never have this. I've never seen them have lightweight. They've had thick, which I do have, some thick leather that it's just, if I make anything, it's gonna be shorts out of them or something that is gonna be wear, because those are, to me, it's like the kind of jeans that I don't necessarily want to use up for the summer. This is gonna be great. I already washed it. Yes, I washed it because I'm ready to dig in. Now during the week I try not to sew, but I do like to prep. So I think for these I will probably prep them, and then on my days off is when I actually sew. So I don't do a lot of sewing during the week unless I'm finished up a project that I might do something in. But I do a lot of work in terms of pattern design stuff. I would draw and shape and do all that craft and stuff during the week. But I try to, since I got better, stick to the weekends of sewing and relax during the week. So that's how I get all this done, because I know some people ask that all the time. All right, the other stuff are also fun stuff. So then I got this. Oh, it is a linen blend, and this is what I'm consider doing with this fabric. And it's going to be the short version because it's only 3 yards. And for the long version, I think you need 4. No, 3. Huh. So I might be able to make the long version. We'll see. But when I saw this, I just love how it moves. It Yes. The second one is, you guys already saw this fabric. I made a top with this. I went back and I got whatever they had left. This is all they had left, which was 3¼ yard. And I want to make this dress with it. I want to make this dress with it, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's a high possibility. But I also want to make the same dress with this one. So I had to get this also. This is also linen blend. And so I am excited to see what I could do with this one too. And I think this is 3 yards. And I think based on my size, it says 3¼ You see the length of this dress? This is where the quarter is going to be cut off. Yeah. So if I make it in this one now, because it's striped, I'm going to have to do a whole lot of matching to make sure it goes great. But I think it will look, this will look good in it. And that's all I got. And then I got some threads that I needed. But that's it. That's going to keep me busy for the next 2 weeks. And to, you know, to the barbecue and little thing. I have not done jazz night yet. I have not done any fun things yet. But I've been invited. The problem is the food situation. Wherever they invite me, I'm not gonna be able to eat anything there. And that's another thing that is like a turn off, because a lot of the, you know, carnival and summer things is junk food that I can't eat because they're all fried. So I would have to like eat before I get there, and you know, it takes the fun out of it. It really does. It takes the fun out of it. But I am okay with eating at home. So, you know, you guys saw me make the bagel. I did this cream cheese version with yogurt. That was interesting, and I love how it tastes. It really does taste good on bagels. And so yeah, so that's where I'm at today. This video probably a little longer than I expected, but yeah, we're gonna end this video here, and I will see you in the next one. And yeah, let me know what you're reading, and let me know if you start the book and how you feel so far, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.